Okay, I'm going to show you guys this. I've used this grill now 5 times. I've put 5 cooks on it. And I want to clean out the fire pot here. And here's all the ash that's been collected in it in 5 cooks. Which isn't much, really. I mean, they say to clean it out, so I'm going to clean it out for the first time since using it. Figured I'd do it now before I start it up, because I'm going to cook me some ribs today on this bad boy. So cooking ribs, this thing will be running for a good 6 hours today. I'll make sure this pot's nice and cleaned out for the cook. I have to get my shop vac out and have to clean it up better later on. But yeah, that's all the ash that's collected in the pot so far. So I'm happy with that. Doesn't take much. This thing has been very easy to use. I'm very happy with it. So today I'm going to cook some ribs on it and see what happens here. Thanks for watching. Okay, here's the ribs I'm going to be cooking today. These are just regular old ribs, pork ribs. I had a full rack of ribs. I cut it in half. Now I'm going to cook these in 2 different ways. Now I'm not going to show you I'm going to show how I'm going to cook one set, but I'm not going to show you how I'm going to cook the other set. I just want to try it out, test it out, see what happens. But this is the 2 pieces I have with a full rack of ribs. I'm going to set one off to the side, and then I'm going to show you what I'm going to put on this other piece real quick. Okay, this is what I'm going to do on my first time cooking it on a smoker here. I always like using olive oil on my stuff when I cook. So I'm actually going to coat this in olive oil real quick. I'll put that on. I'll just rub it in. Now this will try to give me a base for the sauce, for the stuff to stick to. Okay, once I got that all rubbed on, I'll put my seasoning on it, and I'll show you what I use. I gotta get my hands cleaned off here real quick. Well, maybe I'll be able to pick it up here. No, I can't, because I gotta use 2 hands. Boy, this sucks doing this kind of stuff. Well, I'll see what I can do here. See what happens. Okay, right there, that's my stuff. That's why I love to use that stuff right there. It's my favorite stuff. So what I'll do is I'll put that on my meat, coat her real good. I don't put a whole lot on the bottom, but on the top side I'll coat her real good, and I'll put it on the grill. Okay, as you can see with the olive oil on it, how the dry rub just soaks right into the meat. It just sticks right to the meat. Doesn't fall off with the olive oil. Stuck to the meat. So I gave her a generous coating of my dry rub. I'm going to throw this on the grill. I got my grill set at 225. Got her set at 225. So I'm going to cook these ribs for 4 hours or so. I'm going to check them every once in a while. See if they're getting too dry. But I got her going smoking here. So I am going to put these on the grill here. Lay these bad boys right in on top right here. Look at that. And close the lid up. Now I'm going to get the other set of ribs going, and I'm not going to show what I'm going to do with them. Be back with you. And by the way, I am cooking this on a Pit Boss, and I am using a competition blend wood pellet. This is Pit Boss's competition blend. That's what I've been using. I really like it. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. Doing ribs on a Pit Boss. I'm gonna keep an eye on this. Like I said, I got the temp set at 225 degrees. I'm gonna do that for 3.5, 4 hours. And yeah, we'll see what goes on here. So we'll get back here in a few hours and see what it looks like. Okay guys, I'm 3 hours into my cook here, and just look at that piece of meat. Look at that. Look at the brown, look at the crust on that. I do every once in a while, come out about every half hour and I spray it down with some little bit of water and keep it moist. So yeah, I think I'm about ready to, I think in the next half hour or so, I might pull this off and do my thing to it. So, yeah. It's looking pretty damn good, if I do say so myself. Alrighty. These have been on 3.5 hours now. Looking just marvelous. And I'm going to take them out and I'm going to wrap them. And I got the other ribs cooking also. I'm not showing them right now because I'm doing something different with them. So I'll show them after I get them done. But anyways, I'm going to take these out and I'm going to wrap them in tin foil. So pulling these out now, wrap them, and put them back in. Be back with you. Man, just look at them. When you get them out, just look at them suckers. And them are going to be good. Boy, I can't wait to sink my teeth into these suckers. I'm going to try this recipe out. I've seen guys after they've cooked their ribs, or smoked the ribs, they have wrapped them in butter, brown sugar, and honey. So I'm going to try that out and see what happens. So this is my mixture I'm going to do, and I'm going to put my ribs right on them. Just like so. The butter on the bottom. I'm going to have to move around a little bit more so I can get the top covered a little bit better, but that's basically what it's doing. So I got to get it stuffed dirt around there. I'll get these wrapped up, put back on the grill. Boy, now I'm telling you, this is going to be good. This is what I'm doing to this other piece of meat, the other side of the ribs. As you see, I wasn't going to show what I was going to do, but I was trying something different with it. Instead of just directly on the grates like I did the other one, I put this in a pan of water just to see what it does. I want to try to make the best ribs possible, so I tried this method on these just to see what happens. So yes, I'm going to take these out now and I'm going to put some barbecue sauce on them. So let's see what happens with these. Good Lord, I took these out and they look absolutely amazing. Just look at them suckers. Good Lord, them are going to be good. I'm going to smother these suckers in barbecue sauce, and then I'm going to cook them again, so watch what happens to these. Yeah, these ribs are coming along good. I'm cooking the fat that come off the ribs, cooking the fat up. And that's going on. I wanted to show you something else I'm doing. I'm making some sun tea. Look at that beautiful sun tea. That's some good looking tea right there. I have found I've always made tea with well water. We got well water here, and it's always looked muddy. So I thought I would use some dehumidifier water, and that's what I've used the past couple times to make tea, and it looks really good. I love that tint. So yeah, along with Bribs, making some homemade tea, sun tea, and yeah, this is looking good. Okay, I think these ribs are about ready to come off of here now. I'm going to show you another thing I've made, my sweet tea. I'm going to get it going. It's nice and warm. I'm going to put some sugar in it, some honey, and that'll be ready to go. So I think these things are ready. Let's see what they look like. Okay, I've taken these bad boys off, and look at this. Look at this. Bones already coming out of the meat. Look at that. Lord have mercy. I cannot wait to get this turned over and see what it looks like underneath. Good Lord, this looks good. This one I cooked differently, and it looks just as good. So I'll get this in the house. Lord have mercy, just look at this. Just look at that. That is amazing. So if you like what you see, like and subscribe, make me comments, and yeah, this looks good. Thanks for watching. Just look at that. Just look at that. Don't that look good? Sit down here real quick. Look at this stuff. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. You see the smoke ring? These are gonna be delicious. Oh my gosh. Dang. And then what's better to have with ribs than baked beans and some veggies? Look at that. That's gonna be some delicious stuff there. Well, I think it's time to sit down and eat. So, catch you guys later. I'm gonna feast.